Hello, Sagittarius. This is your general reading for the week of July 2nd to July 8th. General reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, depending on what you resonate best with. Let's go ahead and have a look and see what message or messages come up for you for this week, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, week of July 2nd to July 8th. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. So what I'm seeing overall this week, I do see a little bit of some more challenging energy here. I do see maybe a little bit of being a little bit depressed, being a little bit down. I do see something happening with some sudden changes, some changes that you're not necessarily waiting for or that you really hadn't planned. I feel like you may have an idea that something needed changing or something should be changed, and I feel like this could have something to do with family or a work situation or a financial situation. This could have something to do with family, like inheritance, or something with family money, or possibly a family property. I do feel like there was some kind of commitment or some kind of bondage to this family property, to whatever this situation is here. I almost feel like you're looking at this situation kind of like that you're kind of bound to some kind of situation regarding family property or some kind of family money. And I want to say that, this may have seen itself or been an opportunity at first. I do feel like there was this opportunity here, and I feel like something is changing regarding this. I feel like it's going to be a sudden change, and I feel like this is possibly what's causing some of this regrets. I feel like you've kind of been waiting on this for a while. Like, I feel like you knew that this was coming, whatever this sudden change is, and it's kind of bringing you some, a little bit of depression, a little bit of sadness. But I do feel here, Sagittarius, that it may be wise to consider the bigger picture. I almost feel like whatever situation is happening here regarding this, possibly a family home, being bound to a family structure or a family home or some kind of family money, or being in bondage regarding this structure, even if at first it was an opportunity. I feel like it would be best to see the larger picture here, almost see things on a macro level instead of at a micro level. And I feel like these changes, if they haven't happened yet, I feel like they may happen this week. I feel like you kind of knew it was going to happen because I kind of feel like you've been waiting on it. I kind of feel like you've been waiting on it. You're kind of waiting and seeing, and you kind of knew that something was going to happen regarding this. And I kind of have a feeling that's where this conflict is coming in. That's where this kind of more challenging energy is coming in. I feel like you may have regrets regarding whatever the situation is. It could be a decision, or it could be something that you've decided, to make the changes regarding whatever this this situation is here. I feel like this could be something with some family property. I feel like you actually may be making some sudden change regarding this, and it's kind of going to move your world essentially in some kind of chaos. There may be a little bit of chaos. There may be a little bit of uprooting or upheaval, but I kind of have the feeling like you've been waiting for it. And I feel like you knew that it may possibly happen. And nonetheless, I feel like there are going to be some regrets regarding it. Like whatever this situation is here, perhaps you wanted it to go in a different way. Perhaps you wanted it to work out in a different way. And it simply, it wasn't the opportunity that you were hoping on or that you were waiting on, essentially. But I feel like you actually may be the one making the sudden changes. This could also be a way of thinking. This could be something that you believe about this situation. This could be something that you thought about the situation, which is suddenly changing, which is kind of bringing you this this conflictual kind of energy, maybe this down kind of sad energy. But I do want to say, Sagittarius, if we look at our world, we can say, that there is a world of possibility out there yet. There are many other possibilities. And if we look at our 2 cups still full, we can say, how can we turn this energy in a way that we can focus on what else is out there in the world and focus on what we still have? Because I feel like this will be a major week here. I feel like there are some major energies here that you're dealing with, Sagittarius, and I kind of feel like intuitively these energies, what you're dealing with, essentially. And I feel like you already know that changes need to be made. Something needs to be changed, especially regarding finance, something with the family, something possibly with work, something with career, something with a family home or real estate or assets that have to do with the family. I feel like there's some stagnation here. We've reached our pinnacle. We've reached our 10 here. So, we may have reached the peak of where we need to be right now. And there may be some kind of like bondage in this kind of situation, or some kind of, you're kind of tied down at this point, in the sense that you're kind of feeling tied down, even though essentially you can get up and go anytime you want. You're not literally bound to the thing that you believe that binds you. And I feel like you already know this, Sagittarius. I feel like some of these changes may be your own doing. So you may essentially you may be uprooting, you may be changing either a belief or thought about something, or you may be physically changing something that you've been waiting on and you've kind of known for a while, and which is kind of maybe bringing you some depression or some sadness or maybe some regrets about having to do it. But again, Sagittarius, I do want to say, think of the bigger picture here. Think of all the possibilities that are out there in the world. Think of the positive side. Think of what you still do have, and, focusing on that energy so we can kind of change this energy into something more positive. If we focus on the bigger picture and focus on the fact that even here, we do have opportunities out in the world. There are opportunities out in the world that we can focus on. We may have to wait a little bit on those opportunities, but they are still there. So we can focus on that more positive energy, focus on what we still do have, and know that, even changes sometimes that we make are better for us in the long run. They're better for us long term, sometimes to get out of some of this heavier type of energy and focus on the bigger picture of essentially what we're going or what we're doing, focus on what we still have and the other opportunities that may be out there. And if this is a relationship, Sagittarius, I want to say that this could be a relationship, something that has to do with something that needs to be changed here, essentially. A person or a situation. This may be this situation here that you're dealing in with a relationship that's not so healthy for you anymore. That's bringing a lot of regret. It's bringing a lot of sadness. It's bringing you to the point that you're having regrets about it. You've been waiting for a while for something to change regarding this situation. However, like I said, if this is a relationship, I feel like there may be some kind of bondage here in some kind of family home. Are you bound, with your spouse in a way that doesn't allow you freedom of movement, doesn't allow you freedom of speech or freedom to be who you essentially are, Sagittarius? Is there something, some kind of family situation that's binding you, whether it's a spouse or whether it's, relatives or parents or siblings or any kind of family situation. And so that is the message that I'm seeing for you for this week, Sagittarius. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you do like this material, do subscribe and have a good week.